Hello and welcome to Python Data Types for Beginners. Let's jump right in. When you're working with Python, you're constantly dealing with different kinds of information. Sometimes you're working with numbers, sometimes with text, sometimes with yes or no decisions. Python needs to know what kind of information you're giving it, and that's where data types come in. By the end of this lesson, you'll understand what data types are and why they're absolutely fundamental to everything you'll do in Python programming. A data type tells Python what kind of information you're working with. Different types of information get handled differently. For instance, if you wanted to add 5 plus 3, you'd give me 8. But if I asked you to add the word hello plus the word world, you'd think about joining them together to get hello world. Python has to know whether you're giving it numbers that it can do math with, text that it should treat as words, true or false values for making decisions, or collections of items that belong together. Each of these is a different data type, and Python handles each one differently. We can think about how this plays out with some concrete examples. When you're filling out a form online, you're actually working with different data types. Your age, Python calls this an integer. You can do math with it, add years, subtract years, compare ages. Your name, Python calls this a string. You can't do math with Sarah plus Johnson, but you can join them together or search within them. Whether or not you want email updates, Python calls this a Boolean. It's either true or false. Your list of hobbies, this is a collection of items. Python has several ways to handle collections like lists and sets. The key point is Python needs to know which type of data you're working with so it knows what operations make sense. You might be wondering, why can't Python just figure this out automatically? Sometimes it's not entirely obvious what you mean. If I write 05 in my code, do I mean the number 5? Am I trying to start writing a zip code that starts with 0? Is it part of a date like 05122024? Python needs clear rules, and data types provide those rules. When you understand data types, you can avoid confusing errors in your code, choose the most efficient way to store your information, know exactly what operations you can perform, and write cleaner, more predictable programs. In this course, we're going to explore Python's essential data types one by one. We'll start with strings for handling text, then move on to numbers for mathematics. We'll learn about Booleans for true-false logic, and then we'll start reviewing Python's powerful collection types: lists, tuples, dictionaries, and sets. Each section will show you real examples, give you hands-on practice, and help you understand when to use each type. Once you understand these fundamental building blocks, you can combine them to create virtually anything, from simple calculators to complex web applications. In our next lesson, we'll go more into why data types matter so much in programming, and I'll show you some examples of what happens when data types don't match up the way you expect.